Alright, so I just finished the combat of the Russian 4th Army against the 18th Landwehr Brigade that are in the fortress of Krackow, or in the city as well, obviously. And I really want to record this so that way I can go over it again, because this is the first time I've ever did a combat with the fortress, so I want to make sure that I got everything right. Okay, so right off the bat, the fortress is surrounded, and normally I could, and if they're in a city center, I can declare this a free city, but I don't need to do that because they're surrounded. Because they're above, I think it's 8 points or something like that, and they're 24, so no worries there. However, there's no, obviously their lines of supply are cut off, so the 18th Landwehr Brigade will not be able to trace a line of supply. Yeah, as far as I know. Yep, because there's just no way. But that's okay, because they're not going to need it due to the fact that the fortress doesn't need to have a line of supply. It supplies itself. So here we go. And because unless the 18th Landwehr Brigade wants to voluntarily leave the fortress for whatever bloody reason, neither the fortress, well, the fortress could never use the city center as terrain piece. It uses the other bit, so it's going to use the broken, and I think it defaults to broken if it's all clear, if I remember correctly. Anyways, so since they're not they're going to stay in the bloody fortress, thank you very much, they will not use the city center as a terrain piece. But yet again, it's not, I mean, they'll die maybe, but like be eliminated, but I'm sure the blowback's not going to be very nice to the Russians due to the fact that 24 strength points is going to be tripled for the counterattack. Alright, so I counted up all the strength points for the Russians, came out to 30. I was able to fully supply them, so that would be 8 supply points, because you know what I mean, I need 32 for 8, but since that's 30, so if I want to fully supply, I have to use that extra one there. Anyways, they rolled horribly. It was a 1, so with the broken terrain down to a 0, I think they inflicted 2 hits. The 18th Landwehr Brigade can opt to retreat if they want to, but they're not forced to retreat because they're in a fortress, and they'll stay there. I mean, where else are they going to go, for crying out loud? Anyway, so that was that, and then I did the counter-attack, and as far as I know, I'll take, so since they're not supplied, so that's going to be a strength point of 1, since their counter-attack strength is going to be halved, but then that's added to the 24, and then multiplied by 3, it's going to be 75. And then I rolled a 3. There's no modifier for the counterattack on broken terrain, and they inflicted 10 hits. So it's not like beyond devastating for the Russians. Mind you, I haven't attributed the casualties yet. So the 18th Landwehr Brigade are going to be eliminated. The fortress in Krackow are going to remain intact, and the Russian infantry, or the Russian 4th Army, are going to take a bit of a pasting, and I'm sure the Southwest headquarters, or whatever they're called, for Russia are going to go, what the hell were you thinking? Everything was going fine. You were like avoiding, like you did great, and then you went mental like that. But historically, he was fired for another battle. But this would be ironic if he ended up getting fired in my world because of this stupid attack. But yet again, like I said, I wanted to stick with the role-playing aspect of it, and that, for every other combat, I was, it was kind of like, well, reveal the blocks, and that's just the way it goes. So, yeah, I'll attribute the casualties. So it's not the end of the world, but I'm glad I did it. Okay.